Well, the storm's picked up a little bit of speed over the past few hours. In fact, it's now moving at 7 miles per hour. Still a Category 3 storm, though, with winds at 115 miles per hour. That will be dying down throughout the day today before it eventually becomes a Category 2 when it makes landfall somewhere in North Carolina as we get into your Friday. But let's go ahead and look at those local impacts right now. And as you can see, at least for Macon, we are all clear. But right along the Georgia and South Carolina coast, there is a good bit of rain going on near Savannah and Charleston. And of course, if you go further up the coast, an area like Myrtle Beach has been dealing with a ton of tornado warnings so far this morning. Our radar doesn't stretch out that far, but I can tell you there's already been about a good 10 to maybe even 15 tornado warnings in that area you see right there. Now, our wind speeds are currently only at 3 miles per hour here in Macon. Not so bad, but during the afternoons, even as far inland as us, we can expect some higher wind values, especially closer towards the coast. Soperton, Wrightsville, Sandersville, Mount Vernon, anywhere really over towards the east of I-75 is going to be seeing some strong winds throughout the day today. Now, the latest models are pushing this storm to make landfall somewhere in North Carolina, closer towards Morehead City. That's going to be in this little area right here. And as it continues to track through there, it'll make its way to the Outer Banks and Kill Devil Hills, which are going to be these islands that stretch out. That is somewhere where flooding is going to be likely since those islands do not come very high off the ground. They're almost right at sea level, so flooding is certainly going to be possible. But thankfully, this storm is going to pick up a ton of speed in between Friday and Saturday. You can see right here, really not making landfall until early Friday morning, and then really speeding out of there by the time we get into Saturday afternoon, and then moving even quicker into Canada shortly after that. All right, so the future radar for this is showing Charleston getting a ton of rain, and that's not really a good thing since they're a very low-lying city as well. They're right at sea level with some areas under sea level, actually, so it's going to be very similar to New Orleans whenever they deal with heavy rain, and they can see as much as 10 inches of rain here throughout the day. Same thing with Myrtle Beach. They're also going to be expecting some more heavy rainfall, but the tornado threat for them will be coming to an end as we get into this afternoon. Closer towards Morehead City, you can see that eye is eventually going to make landfall at some point early tomorrow morning, and North Carolina is going to be dealing with this storm throughout the day on Friday until everyone's going to be done with this system on Friday evening, thankfully. Then it's going to begin to move off in the Atlantic, and some areas like Boston could be seeing some outer rain bands from that. But of course, along the coast, the bigger story, aside from the rain, is going to be what we're looking at with these winds. Hurricane force winds still possible along the coast. Myrtle Beach looking at 84. Closer towards Cape Hatteras right there and Kill Devil Hills could also see potential Category 2 storm force winds as we get into Friday afternoon before that storm moves quickly out of that area. And now here's going to be a quick look at your fish and game forecast brought to you by Harrison's Body Shop. The best time for later on today will be closer towards 8 o'clock.